Alright, I'm here to talk about Stream Raiders PvP and the recent news of it being paused for an indefinite amount of time. Throughout the community, the feedback is universal. This is a terrible idea, and one that each individual community member opposes to several different degrees. On one hand, it's completely understandable as to why they want to pause PvP. As far as the gameplay goes, it's lackluster, quality-wise it's bad, and it's been bad for several months now. It's not like it's completely out of nowhere. The PvP feedback section has been completely silent because it seems like nobody cares anymore. But the exact opposite is the case. The people who are most passionate about PvP have already screamed into the abyss that is the feedback section, or have had their concerns already voiced and are just patiently waiting for things to be done. The problem is as follows. PvP is stale. That sounds hilariously simple and broad, but hear me out. I promise I have a greater point to make. What I'm saying is that the strategies and tactics for battles have been found out long ago, and while it might be exciting for new players or returning players, the old guard of captains all know what to do to win or what not to do to lose. In the first days of PvP, we saw some really crazy events. We saw barbarians cleaving entire armies. We saw busters own the battlefield so hard that we got nerfs to the unit. We saw endless tank stall fights that brought us the maximum damage reduction caps. The minimum level of all units got bumped up to 10 after people complained about feeling too weak in PvP. After the dust settled, after all the major changes were done, it would be same old, same old. No real changes were made. We had some experimentation, but they would be taken away as soon as they were implemented without so much as a community pull. The tower defense maps, the transformation maps were both such great ideas, but poor execution. And there were people who did not like them just because they were unconventional. I think had those maps been pulled by the community, they'd still be in the rotations, but would have been tweaked to be improved. Different maps are welcomed, but the core mechanics of PvP being stale is that everyone has roughly come to understand how to play the PvP metagame. So what am I trying to say here? I'm trying to say that PvP should stick around, but with every new week, there should be something thrown at the wall to see if it sticks with the community as something they want to see stay. PvP as it is now doesn't need to be revamped from the ground up, because the core of the game mode is solid. There are several things that need to be tweaked to make it all the more enjoyable. The rewards, fun maps, the power bars, adjusting existing units to not be complete liabilities, spells, boons, souls. There are so many things that can make the experience enjoyable. I don't think that the CTV team understands just how much PvP means to the community to be able to just put it on hold. For the veteran community, it's purely the endgame. We built our units for PvP, not for dungeons, and trust me, we will talk about dungeons in a whole other video. There are several captains that only play Stream Raiders just for the PvP, and they feel like they're getting chased out of the game. It's a special game mode where we can show off our skins, we can have fun duels with other captains, we can interact and meet with other communities, and we can strategize in real time and be real sweaty for the few hours that it's up. It's worth being a special event because that's how it allows the community to shine. And quite frankly, given how Souls came out and the other past mechanics, I do not trust CTV to bring back PvP in a fit state in the future, or at all, without community input and guidance. If the team takes away anything from this video, it's this. Listen to your players, especially the ones that have been with you for years. I'm sorry if that sounded a little too preachy, guys, but I needed to get that off my chest. I've seen a lot of rejection of this in the feedback section, but with very little feedback from the team itself, that I felt like I needed to make this video. I really hope that the CTV team turns around and keeps PvP up a while longer and does something similar to what I'm saying and start throwing things at the wall to see what sticks. If you agree with me, or if you like the ideas that I'm putting forth, please like the video. Let them know that this is what needs to happen instead of shelving the game mode for an indefinite amount of time. I love you guys. See you next time.